Hello everybody, my name is COGLIME3639. Welcome back to another video. Today in this one, it's another dueling video. Today in this, it's Trif Gaming versus me. I actually got the chance to verse Trif Gaming in a tournament we had on Pro Play Games. It was only like a daily tournament. It was only like $5 to enter. So this was round 2 of the tournament. So I did have a chance to verse him. Yeah, he's using the Infernoble Knights and I am using the virtual worlds. So I did win the rock, paper, scissors. So I do choose to go first here as a virtual world player. And I did decide to hide both hands for this play, just so there is no like surprises or anything, or the surprises aren't like spoiled or anything like that. So let's just go straight into it. I go into main phase 1, normal summon Lily, then activate, or normal summon Lulu, activate Lily, sending Qinglong, and then Chu-Chi to the graveyard, then activate Qinglong's effect in the graveyard, banishing the Qinglong to add Gigi, and then my discard will actually just be a Gigi. And then I do a synchro summon into a Xin, and then I activate Lao Lao's effect from the hand, targeting Xin. I do send another Qinglong. And then I special summon Lao Lao, then special summon Gigi because of Lao Lao's effect. And then I do link our synchro off at both cards are banished because of Xin's effect into Croc Dragon, activate Croc Dragon's effect to get the draw 1 card. And then go in, of course, to the True King of all Calamities, you know, the card that's kind of making Virtual Worlds a pretty good deck right now. Without further ado, I do pass turn though. I do not activate Virtual World on the standby. I try to make him play a card before I activate it, because I don't know what I'm versing at this point. But he does have to just set 2 pass, and then he actually just concedes game 1 to me. Yeah, I guess he didn't have anything to use in this point, so he just decided to concede. Here in the side deck, for me, I did play Lightning Storm. Again, I don't know what he sided, because, again, he didn't play anything. But he did do a quick siding, but I did throw Lightning Storms in. So for game 2, he does chooses to go first. So he will start off by normal summoning Sublation Knight, equipping Squeak Knight to him, and then special summoning Squeak Knight because of Squeak Knight's effect, and then go into 2 Tails of the Noble Knight, declaring the effect to add, which he has Ignite Cavalier, and then for the bottom effect he does send 2, but I do Ash Blossom so he doesn't get the special summon. Then he does go link off into Link Ross here. Then he activates Painful Decision, sending a level 4 normal monster, which in this case ends up being Ignite Templar, and then add another Ignite Templar. Now here he does go into the Pendulum Zones of Ignite Cavalier and Ignite Templar. Then he does Pendulum Summon Ogier and Mechana Phantom Beast. I forget what that card is called. But here I do Nibiru, but he does still get the effect of Ogier. So everything does go to the grave because of Nibiru. He summons a token. He activates Ignoble Knight Cavalier's effect to destroy both Pendulum monsters, to add a Fire Warrior monster, which in this case will be Infernoble Knight Oliver. He does add Divine Sword Phoenix Blade by banishing Squeak Knight and Sublimation Knight. And then he sends Divine Sword to summon Ogier, and then links off Ogier and the token into Crystron Halcrifabrax, or Needle Fibers, I should say. And then he goes into a Despot 001, and then he goes into a Mechana Phantom Beast Adoradon, then activates Adoradon to get the 3 tokens onto the field, and then Despot effect in the graveyard. Since 3 machines got summoned at the same time, he does get to summon Despot. Then he does Synchro Summon into a Power Tool Dragon, declaring the effect of Power Tool Dragon. And then the 3 equipped spells he does choose here is Smoke Grenade, Living Fossil, and Living Fossil. And then his add will be Smoke Grenade. He activates Mechana Phantom Beast, destroying the 1 token on the field to destroy Smoke Grenade. The Smoke Grenade effect he does show in his hand. He does send Lulu. My other 2 cards in hand, just to show you guys, is Lightning Storm and Gigi. And now he adds Divine Sword Phoenix Blade back into banishing 2 warriors, of course, and then passes turn. Here, didn't really drawing into anything, so I do just set here, go into battle phase, attack the Power Tool Dragon to make sure he doesn't get the effect off once more time, and then pass turn. Now here he does activate Phantom Beast Adoradon's effect, trimming Adoradon to get rid of the set, which ended up being Chuchi. And then he does set 1 card and pass turn. Now here I just do set again and then inflict 3,000 life points with Nibiru and then pass turn. Now he does get the Pendulums of Ignite Cavalier, and then I forget what the other one was called. He does summon Cavalier from the extra deck, and then activates Cavalier to add a Fire Warrior. Since he does add Renaud here, Renaud summons by her own effect, activating Renaud. And then Renaud's effect does add Templar back to his hand. Then he does link summon into another 2 Tales of the Noble Knight. And then he adds a Crusader with the top effect of 2 Tales of the Noble Knight. Then he does equip Oliver two Tales of the Noble Knight. He only sends DDR as the bottom effect, as a 1. I try to infinite, but then if I forget, Oliver prevents 2 Tales of the Noble Knight being targeted, so infinite doesn't matter at this point. He does summon Renaud from the deck because of for the cost, and then he does another Crusader and Templar, activating Templar's effect. Sending the 2 Pendulums, and then adding Phoenix, Immortal Phoenix Gearfield, a pretty powerful card for the Infernoble Knights. And then he does banish DDR, and then special summon Phoenix Blade, and then activates Divine Sword to give it 300 attack. I do not infinite here because it didn't really matter. Nibiru was going bye-bye anyway, so what's the point in activating infinite appearance? Now I do, he does pass turn here. I guess I didn't really draw into anything. Lightning Storm was there, but I do concede a game to him. Lightning Storm I did have in hand, but at that point with the hand how my hand was, even if I Lightning Storm, there's really nothing else I can do at that point, so I do concede to him. So now we are going into game 3. I do take out the Lightning Storms. I forget what I side back in, but the Lightning Storms are no longer in the deck. Now going into game 3, I do get to choose if I want to go first or second. I do choose to go first here. So I will start off by activating a Pot of Desires here, banishing 10 as cost. He does let the draw 2 go through. Then I will normal summon Lulu, then activate Gigi, targeting Lulu, of course, sending a Qinglong to graveyard. And then activating Qinglong in the graveyard, banishing itself, adding Lao Lao. And then my discard was another Pot of Desires here. And then activating Lulu, targeting a monster, of course, sending a city this time. And I do Synchro Summon into a Stardust Charge Warrior, activating Stardust Charge Warrior's effect to draw 1 card. And then Lulu and Stardust Charge Warrior to go into Shin. And then I do activate Lao Lao, targeting the monster, sending 1 more Qinglong, setting Lao Lao to defense position on the special summon, then special summoning Gigi. And then I do Synchro Summon. They both get banished through Shin's effect, and then going into Croc Dragon. Same kind of play that was in game 1 here. Activating Croc Dragon, drawing 1 card, and then going into True Kings of All Calamities. And then here, there really is no play after this. Activating Gigi's effect in the end phase, adding Lulu back to hand. And then I do pass turn. And here he did have the Dark Ruler no more, so even if I activated True King of All Calamities during the standby, it wouldn't have mattered. So Sublimation Knight, he does normal summon, and then goes Squeak Knight to equip him, and then activating Squeak Knight's effect to special summon himself into the field, then links off into a 2 Tales of a Noble Knight. And then here he does add a Ignite Cavalier. And then activates effect 2, sending 2 as cost to special summon Genba from the deck. So here he kind of goes full combo because I really do have nothing at this point. So he does summon Linkross, then summons 2 tokens from Linkross, and then goes into a synchro summon of Tin Martial Metal Marcher, and then activating Tin Martial Metal Marcher's effect to special summon Gimba back from the graveyard, and then he links or synchro summons with Martial Metal on the token to Herald of the Arclight. And then he does use Gimba and Linkross to go into Crystron Halcrifabrax, or I should just say Needle Fiber, my bad, because I always butcher the Halcrifabrax name, so Crystron Needle Fiber. He does get Despot onto the field. And then, of course, links off into Odorodon using Crystron and Despot, then summons the 3 tokens. The 3 tokens scumming on the field at the same time, meaning Despot can special summon from the graveyard. And then he does go into a synchro summon of a 7. Of course, it's Power Tool Dragon, activating Power Tool Dragon's effect, picking Living Fossil, and Durandal. And then his ad was... So he does activate Odorodon here to summon Phantom Beast Colt Wing by tributing Power Tool and the token. And then the Colt Wing does summon another 2 tokens onto the field. Despot effect does come into play again. And then he links off into, or synchro summons into another Herald of the Arclight. And then activates Living Fossil, targeting Gimba in the graveyard. And then he does synchro off into a Captain Royland, activating Captain Royland's effect. And then using Captain Royland and Colt Wing to go into Emperor Charles. And then he does add Diviner Sword by banishing the Squeak Knight and the Sublimation Knight. And then he goes into the Ignite Margrave and Cavalier, activating Cavalier, destroying the 2 pendulums, and going into Gearfield. And then he does activate Gearfield by banishing DDR. And then he does summon Phoenix, or he equips Divine Sword to Gearfield, attacking over the Calamities, and then does steal them. And then he goes into main phase 2, and then just passes. And during the end phase, he does activate Royland's effect to add Renaud and sending Drundle, and then Charles' effect to add equipping Drundle and then Ogier. And he does pass turn here. Really, though, with the field he had, there was really nothing I can do at this point. He has 3 negations on that, and I do concede to him. I think he did have 3 negates, and I think that was just too much with the hand I did have. So, yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more. It was kind of an honor playing with Trif Gaming. Again, I mean, if you don't know who he is, I will put him in the description, but again, you probably do know who he is. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.